Hi, I'm Joe Morgan with Best Financial Life here in Danville, California, and I'm sharing some money moves that might be good for you. The information I'm about to share is, of course, free, but before we get into today's topic, I must say that anything I share here is not financial advice. Financial advice is specific to your situation, and I can only give financial advice to my clients. What we are talking about here in general are money moves that may be appropriate for you in your situation, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't know you. So listen with that in mind. If you would like to have a direct conversation with me, I am offering a free half-hour conversation on any financial topic that you'd like to discuss. I say free for two reasons. One, because I'm not going to charge you for it, of course. And two, maybe more importantly, I'm not going to give you a sales pitch. This is just going to be a free conversation back and forth, kicking around whatever challenge it is that you're facing. Just want to be your thinking partner and help you out. So reach out to me at joe@bestfinlife.com to set that up. And without further ado, let's get into our financial topic. So our topic today is make sure you are well diversified. So what do we want to do there? We want to own everything. We want to own every company in the world that we can, uh, assuming that it doesn't cost us too much to get there, right? So we want to buy the right mutual funds, low cost mutual funds that give us exposure to thousands and thousands of companies around the world, large companies, small companies, companies in Europe, companies in Japan and China, and just sort of everywhere, all types of companies. And we want to do this because if you own everything, two statements about your portfolio will be true. One, you will not make a killing. And two, you will not get killed by it, right? So we want to own a widely diversified portfolio for those reasons. So what do you get when you put together a widely diversified portfolio? Well, you're going to earn market returns, and that's what we're shooting for. We're not trying to beat the market, and we're not necessarily trying to get exactly what the market is either. But we realize that nobody can predict the market, and so we want to just take what the market gives us and use that to fund our future expenses. If, for example, right now with the market down so much, if your portfolio is down a lot more than the market, it might be because you're not well diversified. And likewise, if your portfolio is not down as much as the market, you might not be well diversified. And that's important because just because you're not down as much as the market today doesn't mean that it couldn't all go against you if you have an undiversified portfolio. So we want to be diversified so that we know we're getting the market returns. The second reason we want to get diversified is we want to get rid of unnecessary risk. So at the extreme, if you just had one company in your portfolio and you had all your money in that one company, you have the risk that the CEO could just do something stupid. And we have a lot of examples of that in the news in the past few years and actually in all times. However, if you own 10,000 companies and a CEO in your portfolio does something stupid, you won't even know it. You won't even feel it. You've diversified that individual risk away of that particular company. That's the whole point of being diversified, is that we want the whole market to drive our returns going forward. So how can we do this? You can do this cheaply with index funds or index-like funds, similar to index funds, and get, like I said, 10,000 or more. Some portfolios we've put together have 18,000 companies in them. So you got 18,000 CEOs out there trying to make money for you. And you want to get them in the right proportion. That's really important. And so that has to do with your what the industry calls risk tolerance. It's really, can you survive what this portfolio is going to do in a downturn? Does it change your financial outlook such that it blows up your financial plan? We don't want that ever to be a possibility. The other thing is we don't want it to go down far enough and hard enough that you end up getting out of the markets totally, because once you get out, you will not get back in at a better price. I've not seen it happen. So we want to structure the percentages of what we own. That's really the technical, geeky stuff that I do behind the scenes for you, or any other financial advisor may do for you as well. So what gets in the way when we do this? Well, remember, no one can time the markets getting in or getting out. That includes both you and me and everybody else. Unfortunately, our emotions will tell us differently at times. I've heard, even in just the past few weeks, I've heard clients say, "Oh, you know what? The markets are so beaten down. I need to put more money in because I know they're going to go up from here." And I've heard other clients say, "Oh, the markets are so beaten down. I need to take everything out because I'm too scared that it's going to go down further." We just don't know. We don't know what the markets are going to do in the short term. What we do know is that the markets go up in the long term, the very long term. And that's what we're investing for. Remember, this money that we're invested is put aside for long term expenses, not short term expenses. Never invest money for short term expenses. So that's what really gets in the way is ourselves. And the media is no help there. They really try to push you to do the wrong thing quite often. Here's the good news. Solving this problem, getting diversified is very simple. As I mentioned, get a portfolio of index funds or index-like funds, get them in the right proportion, and then you're good. It's almost a set it and forget it strategy. It's simple, but it's not easy because we're fighting those emotions that we have. So that's our topic for today. Make sure you are well diversified. If you have any specific questions or topics you'd like me to address, email me at joe@bestfinlife.com and I'll respond directly. Thank you very much and have a great day.